Hi guys, welcome to my unicorn horn video that everybody requested. I'm a bit nervous because I don't usually do videos. It's not really my thing. So anyway, I'm just going to do it on a pop for you guys so you can see what I'm about. So I don't know why I did that, but I always put a thin layer of crystal glass down no matter what I'm doing. So for this, you don't need to worry about being neat. Your colours underneath, literally I'm using them dead wet, which is not how you're meant to use the system. It doesn't matter if they're patchy, because you're going to be covering them up with a pretty unicorn horn. So I literally just really wet. Doesn't matter if they're patchy. This one's Tooth Fairy. Then we're going to have a bit of blue hue. Literally just mosh them in together. Obviously, keep it away from what would be your side walls. Oh yeah, that's a bit patchy even for me. So I'm using a small brush to do this with. Usually when I'm doing nails, I use the Big Boy by CJP, but for this one I'm using the Liz Guild. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more easy to control when you're doing fine work. And when I come to do the 3D unicorn bit, I will use my 3D Precise, also from CJP. Absolutely love their brushes. Really nice quality. It's got exactly the right mix of firm to pliable. So that was Sunny Days. Now we're going to have a bit of Apple Shine. Love this colour. It's just so dreamy. And again, working wet and working flat, because obviously you're going to put some height with your 3D. And that's the other reason really for putting down a clear base. You want, if you was doing this on a natural nail, which I obviously did on mine, you want some strength there. So if you were doing these on a client, I would build my apex or a smaller apex out of my clear base first, before I painted these colours on. Might just put a little bit more of the Tooth Fairy up there, because that really was a bit wishy-washy, wasn't it? Alright, so you can see they're not neat, they're not tidy, nothing, and it doesn't matter. So I need to wait for that to dry now. You can see even working quite wet, I still haven't got like loads of colour on my wipe station. So that's it for the colour now. Once this is dry, I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to use my crystal glass, and we're literally going to make the horns, the horn. It's so easy. It really genuinely is. With these small petite brushes, you need to make sure you've got a fair bit of monomer in them, because they don't hold a lot. They don't pick up a lot. So you're going to get yourself a ball of it. Start at the bottom, just place it on. I'm going to put a bit more monomer in there. Let me turn it around. I wonder if you can see it better if I do it this way around. So when it starts to sort of go a bit matte and a bit more pliable, you can start. I'm shaking, I'm so nervous. Girls, I hope you don't all laugh at me. You're going to go on a kind of diagonal and make these little little lines. When you place your next one down, just make sure that you've got enough room in between them to get a file, because that's how you're going to get your nice, sharp, crisp finish. Just tease it out, tease it over. Oh, this is rubbish. I'm not doing a very good job for you all. Pressure's on, this flipping admin challenge. I'm feeling nervous. So I'm just going to put a little bit more there, because that's just not quite enough. Just not quite enough. That's better. So, unlike me with my wonky angle there, you're gonna try to keep the angle roughly the same the whole way up the nail. So again, give it a minute. Well, not quite a minute, but give it a few seconds to start, you know, start to polymerize, so it's not bouncing back at you and going out of shape the whole time. So I've left this in real time because I wanted to talk through it. So if it's boring, I'm sorry. Genuinely sorry. Don't worry too much about being down the sides. Obviously, if this was on a client, you wouldn't want the sides to be sticking out. You'd want them to be fairly flat for their comfort. Just pat it and pull it. And you see that I'm making little ridges. If it doesn't quite reach the end, it doesn't matter. I mean, I suppose you could do this with a bigger brush if you were a bit cleverer than me. But yeah, I know some super techs pretty much use the same brush for almost everything. But I'm afraid even after 15 years of doing nails on and off, I'm still not at the stage where I need to use the same brush for everything. Oh, my angle's gone a bit wonky there. I might just do the bottom of this, because like, you must all be getting so bored by now, just watching me do the same thing over and over again. And funny though it sounds, it's actually much easier on a real person. Well, that teeny tiny bead's not going to cover all the way over there, is it? Angle's gone a bit wonky again, ladies. If you're expecting a fault-free video, I'm afraid that's never going to be me. That's not real life. We're all winging it. Don't let anybody tell you different. But if you like the video, guys, I might start doing some more little, you know. Here's one I made earlier, Blue Peter moments. Like if they're worthwhile, if they're helping anybody, or you just enjoy watching them. Can't imagine anybody would want to just sit and listen to the sound of my voice for no reason. But yeah, if you enjoy it and you like it and you want me to do more, then ask me on the page and I'll do my absolute best to try and help with anything that I can. That's what we're there for. That's what the admins are there for. We're not just there to flog you pretty glitter, although yeah, go buy the glitter because it's awesome. But at the same time, we're there to actually help you, support you, you know, in your nail journey. And I'm pretty sure, whoa, wonky. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of other really experienced techs on there that will also be happy to help everybody. Because we're all in it together, guys. When you get to the top, bottom, top, just don't go all the way across, just kind of bring it from an angle. Because remember, this would be right up near your cuticle, so you won't want it to be too lumpy or bumpy up there. Again, it's going to irritate your client. Right, okay, let's wait for that to set. It needs to set up now properly so that we can file. Just cover up my powders. So yeah, I used crystal glass. All my colours are CJP. Love CJP colours. As you can see, they really cover really well even when they're really wet. Which is, you know, it's not how you're meant to use the system particularly. blue hue. Tooth Fairy. Grand Canyon. This colour is gorgeous, but also the actual consistency of the powder itself is really, really nice to work with. Same with Sunny Days. Absolutely gorgeous. Really nice mellow yellow. And Apple Shine's in a big pot because flipping everybody loves it. I'll just put those away because I don't want to get dust in my colours. Let's have a listen. Nearly there. You can hear the nice clickety clack. But those ones at the top just need a minute more. Let's start down here. So you're literally going to hold your file dead straight and you're just going to go in between lightly and just get those edges nice and sharp, both sides. You want probably a newish or new file for this, I'd say. You create a lot of dust and you can't see where you're going, just wash it, wipe it off, just swish it away. Swish it away. And then I'm going to go over the top as well. I'm going to make sure that my sides are kind of blended in a little bit. Again, thinking about your client comfort always. Let's have a look. I've got some wonky ones. Some really wonky ones. I hope you can see. I hope like I'm even in shot. Am I even in shot? Yes, I am. Okay. So I always wipe over before I start doing other things. Once I've finished filing, just give it a little bit of a wipe just to get the rest of that dust away, anything that you can't get. So now for the glorious bits. So I'm going to use my CJP Tack Free Top Gloss. And you're just going to make sure that you're getting all those grooves. You don't want to flood them because you'll lose the definition that you've spent 10 minutes creating. But you do want to get in the grooves. Don't forget you'll be top coating again as well. So you do need to make sure you don't have too much in the grooves. And then zap it in your lamp for however long your particular top coat requires. And I'm going to use the Mermaid pearl pigment from Glitter Mix. A little of this goes a really long way, guys. You don't need a lot. Shall I do a little song while I'm waiting for the lamp? No, don't think I will. Oh, when I wipe over, I just either use a little bit of acetone on a lint-free pad or some isopropyl or alcohol, something like that. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of help to get that dust away. There we go, she's ready. So we're just going to get a little tiny bit on. Literally, you only need a smidge. And then rub away. Make sure you get down the sides as well. There we go. Thanks for that, Lilith. I'm recording. And then your last little bit. Sorry, that's my kids, my big kids swearing at each other in the background. I do apologise if you had to hear that. So yeah, and then back in the lamp again for another 60 seconds. I keep all my my chromes in the bags that they come in because I keep the little dabbers in there so they don't get them muddled up with all the different colours. You can use your finger, but I think for something like this you really do want a dabber or a silicone tool or something like that. On countdown now, nearly finished. So there you go, that's it. There's your unicorn horn nail. I hope you can see that. I hope it was useful and I hope you didn't get bored listening to me waffle on. Thanks for watching, guys.